Welcome. I am going to share with you some amazing hand acupressure points that you can do on yourself before you go to bed that's going to release anxiety and stress, slow your system down, kick up your parasympathetic system to allow your body to relax, to get you to sleep fast and deeply. But the exciting part of this technique is that we are going to stimulate neurotransmitters in the brain, as dopamine and serotonin are both involved in regulating mood and sleep. But this will stimulate melatonin. We call this the light of night that's secreted from the pineal gland in the mid part of our brain. This hormone is involved in sleep regulation and our circadian rhythm. And I'm going to present you these several points within our hands that's interconnected with our brain, that's going to allow you to relax and sleep nice and deeply. Are you ready? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to contact 3 finger lengths below the crease of our wrist right here. Right below this third finger right here, there's a point between the tendons. I just want you to stimulate that for about 15 seconds. Just keep stimulating. As you stimulate these points, you may notice changes behind your nasal area, up in your brain area, in your head. You may feel changes of relaxation, but don't worry about those symptoms at this point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to contact inside the thenar eminence right here. You'll find a tender point. Just get on that tender point and just lightly push it about 15 seconds or so. Okay, it's going to be a little sore. After this point, we're going to focus with the intrinsic muscles between our bones, between our fingers and the back of our hands. So as we come back in this area here, you're just going to stimulate going from the wrist to the fingers, and then you go to the next one. Okay? Just like this. Just stimulate these points. Beautiful. As you go towards the fingers. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to stimulate the thumb. This is a very powerful area because as we go to the tip of the thumb, this is the anterior pituitary. And this is where many different hormones are secreted. This is very powerful. So what we're going to do first, let's stimulate 2 points on the thumb area like this. Do this for about 10 seconds, come a little bit above, below that first knuckle there, and just stimulate that area like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work our way up to the nail, just like this, on the nail. You're going to pinch the nail bed, but I want you to hold that nail bed and just hold that for about 15 or 20 seconds. You can actually pinch it back and forth as you stimulate the anterior pituitary. And by doing so, you're going to start to feel changes, but hold on, just give it a second. Now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go ahead on the nail bed sideways. And I'm going to have you pinch it just like this. It's going to be sore. But as you pinch that point, just wait and feel what you're about to feel. You're going to feel as if your eyes are dropping down a little bit, like your head and your brain just feels like it's just nice and relaxed. As you move your head around, you'll see it just feels nice and relaxed, just nice and serene. And you'll feel pressure behind your eyes. Quite powerful. And you'll hold this up to about 30 seconds. And after this point, we're going to go to one other very important point that's really going to wind you down even more. As you come back in here, we save this point second to last. As we come right here, it's called the pisiform, right here. As you move this back and forth, you'll feel a bone. I want you to go right inside this bone, okay? You're going to push right inside that bone there, and you're going to hold that about 20 to 30 seconds. And this is really going to, listen to my voice, it's really going to make you feel relaxed. It's going to wind you down tremendously when I tell you. Just hold that point. I want to make sure that you do these points in order. Just hold that point. Another 10 seconds or so. You're doing great. As changes are occurring up in the brain, neurotransmitters, melatonin, again, make sure your room is nice and dark when you go to bed, no light coming through, and relax. Now you'll notice after doing this technique You're going to feel some neurological changes. Everyone's going to feel something a little bit different. Don't worry about it. Don't focus into it. And don't worry if it doesn't work for you the first time. Because for most people, you're going to feel something. I challenge every one of you, before you go to bed, practice these points. They'll make a tremendous difference. It's safe, it's effective, and there's no medicine nor anything else that can do any harm to your body. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends and family. And most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel.